Go ahead.
Thanks, Karine. Is President Biden thinking about pulling his support for the Inflation Reduction Act?
No.
Because he promised it wasn't going to raise taxes on anybody making less than $400,000 a year, but the Joint Committee on Taxation says that is not true.
Well, that isn't correct.
So the Joint Committee on Taxation, which you guys heralded as an effective body when you were selling the infrastructure package, is not to be trusted here.
I said it is not correct because I will give you why it's not correct, because it is incomplete. The JCT report that we're currently seeing is incomplete because it omits the actual benefits that Americans would receive when it comes to prescription drugs, when it comes to the lowering energy costs like utility bills. It does not include that. And we have some experts, don't have to trust me, we have experts that say the exact same. Kimberly Clausing from UCLA, many key factors are left out in these tables, including, importantly, the effect of deficit reduction, the positive effects of the spending on clean energy, and the benefits from low drug prices, as I just stated. Seth Honlin, Center for American Progress. Republicans don't mention that JCT analysis includes an imputation of corporate taxes, i.e. the 15% minimum on corporations with less than $1 billion of profits to income groups, but does not include the major provisions that benefit people, including the tax cuts and drug savings, prescription drug savings to be specific.
So Penn Wharton, where the president used to, University of Pennsylvania used to be a professor there. The Penn Wharton budget model says this Inflation Reduction Act is actually going to increase inflation in 2024. Does the president worry about that?
So we agree with Senator Manchin. You heard him a couple of times yesterday, and disagree with Penn Wharton as do a number of qualified experts, which I'm happy to read out. But I do want to say that it is quite ironic that congressional Republicans are complaining or have a false outrage on this Inflation Reduction Act that is actually going to do something and help the American people lower cost when they have offered really nothing to do that. What they have offered is to increase taxes on Americans making less than $100,000 a year, and what they have introduced is actually sunsetting Medicare and sunsetting also Social Security after 5 years, and that's how they want to deal with how to help the American people. We are talking about doing the absolute complete opposite.
And just one more. It's been 3 days now since a Chinese official publicly threatened to murder Speaker Pelosi. Where is the president coming out to respond to, at the very least, say, don't do that?
Well, first, we've talked, Kirby was just here talking about how, I have not seen those reports, so I'm just going to say
that they were going to maybe shoot down her plane, or that it would be within their rights to shoot down her plane.
All right. Well, we have talked about that. We have said that there's no need for this type of saber rattling. It is unnecessary. The president has been very clear. There's been no change in the One China policy. We continue to support the Taiwan Relations Act. What we are seeing from what we're talking about right now, and to be clear, the Speaker has not confirmed, as you heard from my colleague just moments ago, that she is going to Taiwan. It has not been confirmed. The history of this, of congressional members going to Taiwan, is not uncommon. It is something that has happened in the past. And so, again, nothing has changed, and the President has made that very, very clear. Okay.